Well, the weather is finally going to get a little bit more exciting later this week. Been waiting a long time for this.
You have, Greg. You've earned it.
Thank you.
Thank you, my man.
To finally talk about some snowfall here across New Mexico. The last time we had a big snowstorm was back in early November, if you remember, when parts of Albuquerque even picked up 6 inches of snowfall. Now, we're not going to be looking at that kind of snowfall totals with this incoming storm system, but we're going to be looking at a much wider spread of snowfall with this storm. One area that could see some of the heaviest snowfall amounts is actually Ruidoso. We're taking a live look right now. 20 degrees down there, calm conditions. It's going to be very different in 24 hours from now as the winds are going to pick up. It is going to feel much colder out there, and we're going to be looking at up to half a foot of snowfall down there as well. Temperature is just now dipping to 19 in Ruidoso. We're in the mid-30s here in Albuquerque, 20s up in Santa Fe, Taos, Las Vegas sitting at 17 degrees. We're even in the 20s tonight to southeastern New Mexico. Las Cruces even sitting at 29 degrees at the moment. We've tried to see a little bit of light snow develop out along the Continental Divide westward towards the Arizona state line, but I don't think much of that is actually making it to the ground. Same goes for northern New Mexico, where you can see a little bit of blue up there. The struggle here is that we have such dry air down here at the ground, and that is what's going to separate this storm from being kind of lackluster in terms of snowfall totals and producing a ton of snow, is that lack of moisture down here at the ground, because we have all the dynamics in place. We have this very strong area of low pressure. It's going to be southwestern New Mexico for the next few days. It's going to start to bring in some light snow into the northern mountains in southern Colorado by tomorrow morning. That'll kind of fizzle out the farther south it gets. But as we head into Tuesday evening, some scattered valley rain and mountain snow showers will begin to develop across the southern part of New Mexico. It'll first stay light, but as we head into Tuesday night and early Wednesday morning, we'll see a bit of an uptick in that activity across the southern half of New Mexico. It's also going to be cold out there, by the way. These are not low temperatures tomorrow and Wednesday. These are our high temperatures here across the state. Many areas may not even climb above freezing for the next few days. As Wednesday morning into the afternoon, we'll again be looking at scattered snow showers and flurries for areas mainly along and south of I-40 through Wednesday evening. We get a little bit of a break Wednesday night, but Thursday that low pressure system moves over southern New Mexico, again bringing in some better lift, a little bit better moisture into the state, and that'll produce more snowfall on Thursday across southern and eastern parts of the state, potentially up into Albuquerque. Now that may sound like a lot of snow. We're going to run into some big problems, but that's not the case with this storm system. Like I said, we don't have that moisture in place, so snowfall totals generally going to be less than 3 inches for most areas. Some locally higher amounts are likely into southern New Mexico, especially over some of the mountains. But overall, travel impacts are going to be minor to moderate at times, depending on those snowfall accumulations. Winter weather advisory goes into effect tomorrow for southern parts of New Mexico. Wind and wind chill is going to be the other part of this storm system. High pressure strengthening across southeastern Colorado right now, while low pressure will be strengthening tomorrow into southern Arizona. We're kind of smack dab in the middle between the two of those, and that's going to result in some very gusty winds, especially by Tuesday night here across New Mexico. Gusts, I think, as high as 45 to 55 miles per hour possible here in Albuquerque Tuesday night, and that's going to create that infamous Albuquerque snow hole, leaving most of the metro dry from snowfall totals Tuesday and into Wednesday. I think our best chance for snow here in Albuquerque may actually be on Thursday. Wind advisory goes into effect tomorrow. We could see gusts as high as 50 miles per hour, 55 miles per hour, and that wind is going to bring in a wind chill factor too. We have a wind or a cold weather advisory that goes into effect tomorrow, so we could see wind chills down into the single digits, even below 0 Tuesday and into Wednesday morning. Tomorrow is the best chance for snow into southern Colorado and northern New Mexico. After that, we're looking at some much drier weather, but Wednesday is still going to be very cold out there, especially Wednesday morning. That's when our focus moves to southern New Mexico, where we're actually going to see some of the highest snowfall amounts out of this storm system, even down to the Mexican and Texas border. That's where we could pick up as much as a couple inches of snowfall in Roswell, up to half a foot into the Sacramento Mountains, and that's going to stick around through Thursday. So we'll have to watch for some travel impacts, because this snow is going to stick on the ground with these kind of cold temperatures. Even though accumulations are going to remain light, may still run into a couple slick spots out there. Tomorrow's our best chance for snow into the northern mountains. We're going to run into some winds and that bitterly cold wind chill around Santa Fe and into the East Mountains too, where we may even pick up 2 to 3 inches of snowfall in places like Tijeras and on top of the Sandias and Manzanos. But here in the metro, that wind is going to start picking up tomorrow afternoon, and unfortunately that is going to leave us pretty dry Tuesday and into Wednesday morning, along with a wind chill. May even dip down below 0 on Wednesday morning. May see a couple passing snow showers on Thursday. Accumulations here in the metro looking like a dusting to maybe an inch at best, and then drier weather returns on Friday.
All right. Good stuff, Grant. Thank you.